Our Pope recently said that he doesn't want us praying in Latin anymore. He said that's a big problem. Well, I'd just like to say something to him. Non nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen. And I want to make a point about that, because that's tradition, right? And tradition is the most important thing that we have. Tradition is not the worship of ashes. Tradition is the preservation of fire. It's the preservation of who we are as a people. And when you look at that kind of idea, isn't that what this fight is all about here in the United States of America? They want to take away our values. They want to take away our traditions. They want to take away what it means to be an American citizen. And I think every person in this room is going to say no. We're not going to let them do that. We're not going to let them take away our flag. We're not going to let them disrespect that at the Olympics. We're not going to let them disrespect our flag, disrespect our people, and we're done with letting them disrespect our country. We're done. We're done with it.
Okay, the American flag. One thing I don't understand is the American flag a symbol of America? Or is the American flag a form of idolatry? When you pledge allegiance to the flag. Now understand, I'm coming as someone that's born and raised in America. I'm not a communist. You know, I'm a Christian, all this stuff. But I hear all these people, you know, about tradition and this and that. Some traditions aren't good, all right? Some traditions are actually really bad, all right? And I'm Greek, so if I go with the ancient pagan tradition of the Greeks, then I'm a pagan, and I'm doing child sacrifice and all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, is that the tradition you want to do because of a nation? Like, seriously. I just don't understand the whole apex of the flag, you know? The whole, it's the flag, like, okay? And people died because, nobody died because of that flag. I know the symbolism of the tradition, but soldiers died because they defended us as Americans, not because of a damn flag, okay? I'm patriotic, but I'm patriotic in the right way. Okay, my grandfather was Seminole and Cherokee Indian. All right, so when you sit there and you're like, you know, oh, the America and the flag and this and that and this, that's fine and dandy. But this is not the only free nation. Actually, I've been around the world in most of 50 states, and there's other nations that are actually more freer than us. So when they sit there, land of the free, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm actually trying to leave this country. Not because I hate America. It's just the freedoms that I grew up with here back in the 80s, you know, 90s, early 90s. I don't feel it no more. I don't even see it anymore. This place has gotten, like, insane. You know what I'm saying? So when you sit there and go, the flag, the flag, the flag, stop idolizing the flag. And, oh, because the Pope doesn't want to talk in Latin. You know, like he was saying, I like this guy. You know, I do like this guy. But to sit there and, you know, throw your Roman Catholic heritage out on us, I'm not Roman Catholic, so it doesn't matter to me. And a lot of that tradition is not even Christian. It has the form or pose of you know, Christian. As a biblical theologian, I can tell you that's like a lot of that stuff is not Christian. All right, praying to Mary is not Christian. There's nowhere in the Bible it says to pray to Mary. All right? So when you sit there and say, the flag, the flag, the flag, I'm tired of hearing that. I'm not saying burn flags. I'm not some terrorist. I'm not some, you know, un-American person. It's just, I think you take it a little too far with the flag. Okay? Because if you take it more higher than God, when you take the Constitution, which was derived mostly from the Bible, okay? You can't hold the Constitution higher than the Bible, all right? And you're saying tradition. A lot of the tradition of America is Freemason. All right? Most of the presidents that signed the Constitution were Freemasons, which worship Satan. Oh no, it's a brotherhood. It's a brotherhood. You have to worship a god, but it's a brotherhood. Okay? Jabalon. Oh, I've never taken an oath, so I can say it. Jabalon, all right? Jabalon is the architect of the universe, is their god. Okay? So when I hear a lot of people on the news, and I watch Dan Bongino, I watch Ben Shapiro, and just to keep informed, just to keep in the know about some stuff. But at the same time, how do I know these people aren't Freemasons? How do I know these people, because you're Republican or Democrat, they're both evil. Doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat, they're both evil. Okay? A lot of those people are Freemasons. A lot of those people, and that's the things there's a lot of gatekeepers. So you don't see a lot of a gatekeeper is basically somebody that, if you have some kind of knowledge of something, right? And the knowledge you have that when you do something or you say something against what they're protecting, they'll show you everything of truth and exposing people and showing people. But once you talk about what they're protecting, let's change the subject. Gatekeepers. Okay? So the flag, I am not gonna pledge allegiance. I grew up pledge allegiance to the flag. I grew up in the 80s and early 90s, so you had to. Every morning before school and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't here when prayer was in school, which would be nice, but I was here for the Pledge of Allegiance. And when they say one nation under God, okay, which God are we talking about here? Are we talking about Jesus Christ, or are we talking about a God of whatever? Because understand, that whole thing, even the flag itself, you want me to say the flag, that has 50 pentagrams on the damn flag. Why the hell would I pledge allegiance to that? I'm an American. Someone comes in our backyard, yeah, I'm going to fight with you. But why would I pledge allegiance to Satan? If you look at the tradition and the history, all right, no matter what the good they did, look at all the bad they did too. And I'm not condoning it like Black Lives Matter or all these people out here that do the riots and stuff like that. I'm saying, like, as an American, all right, how does it benefit me to look at that flag? Only thing, as a matter of fact, I would challenge you on this. Instead of having the pentagram stars on the flag, why don't you have 4-point stars? Like a normal star? Have 50 of those. Why would you have 50 pentagrams? Upside down pentagrams. Just a thought. So understand, a lot of this stuff when they're sitting here, oh, the flag. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of them brainwashing people to the flag. We're Americans. We defend America. We're for America. You know what I mean? We'll stand up for America. But when you're sitting there, the flag, stop it. Now, I'm not saying to tear it down, like all these communists trying to tear America down and stuff like that. But there has to be balance, people. There has to be balance. Not too much of this and then too much of that. Not this extreme to that extreme. There has to be a balance. Okay? And the balance is out of whack. You have one side that's too patriotic to where they're idolizing a flag. Then you have another side that's trying to destroy America. Balance, people. Okay? And no matter the history of that flag, the symbol of what it stands for and represents is not freedom. America, the country, us, fighting for injustice is freedom. But when you go to the nitty gritty, the people that are doing the backside deals and behind the government, where they sign assassins and, Navy SEALs to go out and do something that's not patriotic, the dirty work, you know what I'm talking about. Some of you do. Where's the freedom in that? You know? Because if you're really free, I don't see how we're freedom. I think we're like a form of the new Roman Empire, the revised Roman Empire, which mostly is going to be in Italy, you know, and the Europe, and then it comes here. But when you say we're free, if you've ever tasted true freedom, you have no idea what you're talking about if you haven't. Because true freedom, once you go out of the country for 1 month, to anywhere, somewhere free, that we, you know, well, to now we have COVID and all this stuff. But before, if you went out for 1 month to another free country and came back here, you'd be like, we're free? You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked. I'm not for Biden, I'm not for the Democrats, but I'm not for most Republicans either. I'm independent. You know? I don't care either way on you know, the bad they're trying to say about... Yeah, maybe the Democrats are doing bad, worse than the Republicans. But the Republicans haven't done worse? George W. Bush wasn't in Skull and Bones, the Republican? Come on, man. Think about it. It's all evil. It's all the same plan. And that's the thing. People have been blinded to the truth. Remember, what's the truth? Common sense. Okay, common sense. What's the truth? I don't know. I don't see a way forward with America. I mean, it's going to be just... Most countries, and this is true, most countries have not... Actually, I don't know any country that has been past 500 years. As in, like, who they were. Like, it's always been corrupted from within, or somebody conquered them. It's always been that way. Rome was the same way. It was 500 years. And it corrupted from within, and it was done. The Roman Empire was done. So, when you sit here and tell me, you know, don't let them disgrace the flag. Now, if they're disgracing America, that's one thing. And yes, the flag is supposed to be a symbol of America. Okay? But at the same time, that fully doesn't make America. It's hard for me to talk about this because I am an American. But at the same time, I see the idolatry behind the tradition. That's the best way I can explain it. You're holding the flag up like it's a god, like it's an idol, like a stone idol. We're not supposed to do that. Especially if you're a Christian. You're not supposed to do that. Nothing comes over Jesus Christ. As Christians, we're just passing through. We're just passing through. You know? We seek a new country, as the Bible says. We seek a new country. A heavenly country. The new Jerusalem coming down. We don't follow all this crap. You know, if you're a true Christian, we don't follow all this crap. We follow Jesus Christ. We don't follow a president. We don't follow, you know, the culture. We stand out from the culture because we're not a part of the culture. We're pilgrims in a strange land. The flag is not what it seems to be. America is not what it seems to be. Ever since the start, from the Pilgrims and Freemasons that came over that were escaping Europe, because that's where you have to think Friday the 13th, that's where that came from. Because there was a massacre because they found in Europe they were doing Satanism. So on Friday the 13th, they were massacring them off, and they ran to America. So ever since then, you've always had this battle between Christian evil, or good and evil, good and evil, good and evil. Christian Freemason. And it's always been a battle here for that. You know? I'm not leaving. I don't want to leave because I hate America. I love the land, especially in Florida. It's beautiful. I love the land. I'm leaving I want to leave because I see its end. The common sense. I see its end. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. And maybe we can come back. I don't know. I'm not saying there's no hope for us or America. I might not go. I don't know. But right now, at this point in my life, I want to leave because I see the problems here. And it's not just, it's getting to where Biden is destroying us. Biden, and I'm gonna make a video about impeaching Biden. Like, why hasn't that even been put on the table? Impeaching Biden. But that flag, I can't speak against it, but I can't speak for it. Because I am an American. And the things I have said in this video that seems like I'm speaking against it, I'm saying using common sense not to make it an idol. That's the main part of this message for this. Stop making things idols. Stop doing idolatry. Stop building stuff up and making it greater than really what it is. It's a flag. It's a piece of cloth. Okay? Because even the whole symbolism, even in the military, because it's all Freemason. Because you have to understand, people, Freemasons don't use language like how I'm talking to you. They don't use language, all right? They use symbolism. So even when like a soldier dies and they fold the flag and they make it into a triangle and give it to them, all right? That's a whole religion in itself, man. The military has its own religion in itself. But like I said, it's all Freemason roots. My dad was in the military 23 years. It's all Freemason roots. So, like I said, stop idolizing these things. Look to God, not to a flag. Okay? Even if the flag represents us, I would still have someone ask them to change those stars, at least, to make it some decent of a flag. Because every time I look at that flag, I can't stand it. Not because of what it represents as in American freedom, or what we call freedom, but as in those stars itself. That is totally satanic, those stars. Like I said, a 4-point star. You know, the ones that have the real thin, yeah. Why don't we, that's technically a star. Why don't we have that, 50 of those on the, you know what I mean? Why do we have to have a pentagram? Because of tradition. Quick video, man, or semi-quick. I just wanted to bring that up because I'm just tired of people bringing, tradition up, because tradition, yes, there's good tradition and there's bad tradition. You know what I mean? And we need to stop with certain traditions because they're demonic in nature. If it's a godly tradition, if it's something good for all the people, then yeah. But if it's satanic in nature and satanic in origin, no. I mean, unless you're a Satanist, yeah, that's great for you. But for a Christian and the rest of us, just a quick video. Just want to talk to you guys about that. Don't let them pressure you into things you don't want to do. All right? All right. I'll talk to you. In Jesus' name. Amen.